Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so today is Monday, August 18th. My desk is a big mess. So I'm planning on clearing. There's a lot of cleaning I have to do in my bedroom and in my desk area as well. So alhamdulillah. Mondays are kind of reset days for me as well. My classes start a bit later in the day, so I'm able to really start my week very strongly. Saturday, Sunday is so busy that I'm just busy teaching and coaching. Um, so I'm doing a vlog. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I want to take you along with me for a week. I'm in my planner. If you can see, can you see it? I just zoomed in. So 24th of Safar, August 18th, and my Women of Qur'an Now planner, and you'll see the link below if you want to get your own. There's a daily in it. There's a lot of inserts. So I'm always in this planner. Alhamdulillah, it helps me be sane, because planning and structuring and order is something that's very important to me. So check in. How do you feel? That's the first thing that it's asking me. So I'm gonna write that down. So today, honestly, I'm feeling a bit low. So that's exactly what I'm gonna write about. A bit low and discouraged. So usually when I put an emotion, I try to understand the why behind it. So what are the thoughts that are coming through my mind? So I'm just gonna put T for thoughts, and some of the thoughts are the idea of a project not working out. Based on a dream I had. And even that is not actually true. So when I put my thoughts down, then I question them, because many times your thoughts are not facts. So I had a dream that actually showed obstacles and relief. It didn't just show it not working out completely. It showed challenges and it showed a relief. But I'm zooming in on the challenges, and I'm ignoring the relief. And this is why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So reframing to be balanced, because I've been shown both sides. So if I'm going to focus only on one side, then of course it's not going to be the most effective for me. So so I know for a fact that I need to reframe this thought. So then I'm going to say, so how do I reframe? I ask myself, how true, how true is that, right? That the project will not work. Like, do I know 100% that this project is not going to work out? And I don't. I had a dream. Dreams are not wahi. So if it's a true dream, then it's just it's an indication, but it's still symbolic, so it could mean something else as well, and only time will tell. So I can say I'm not 100% sure that it will not work out. Even if it doesn't, I also saw signs of relief. So things will eventually work out, inshallah. And so if I focus on this thought, that which is true, that's the truest thought, that's the thought that includes the challenge and the relief. If I'm focusing, I'm being sad and below because I have the thought that this project is not going to work out, but that's not true. That's just not true, right? So it could be waswas, it could be my conditioning that is making me think always the worst case scenario, which is also a part that is true. I have the tendency to think the worst case. So this is why I'm zooming in on this. But now I'm like questioning. I said, wait, go back to that thought and how can you reframe it where it's true, but it's like more inclusive of all aspects of the dream, for instance. And here I said the statement that really reflects the accurate situation is that things will eventually work out, inshallah. I see some obstacle and I see relief at the end. Things will eventually work out. And so if I reframe to this, things will eventually work out, inshallah. I believe that. I know that is to be true. I actually know that's actually truer than things not working out. And in this case, how do I feel? If I think that things will eventually work out, what is the emotion that I'm going to have? Hope, right? Hope, perseverance, resilience. Those are the determination. These are this is the mood I'm going to have, right? So you see the importance of paying attention to your thoughts when you feel a certain way. So I know I went into coaching and I use myself as an example here, but hopefully you get it. So the check-in and how do you feel is what I use to kind of self-coach myself, but that's not the only thing that I use to self-coach myself. I also organize myself with the top 3 good intentions of the day. I don't know if you could see that. Top 3 good intentions of the day. So what are my top 3 today? Today is Monday, as I mentioned. So top 3 is going to be, so number 1 is going to be admin. So in admin, I have some accounting to do. There's a next thing. So you see on this daily, I'm zooming it for you to see, Qur'an recitation. What are my Qur'an recitation goals? I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to also write down, I have affirmations. Under my affirmations, I wrote down actually an ayah in the Qur'an where it says, Sayubatiluhu, that Allah will make it vain. And then I wrote in English the rest of the ayah, Allah does not set right the work of the wrongdoers, right? And so that's my affirmation, reminding myself that no, the evil will never have the last word. And then I have another section that's a to-do list. And so that is in addition to the top 3, what are some to-dos that I want to do? Like for me, today I wanted to call my dad, which I did. And then today my top 3 is I need to do some accounting. I need to follow up. That's under admin. I need to work on Tadabbur 112. We're completing Tadabbur 112, so I have to release the last tafsir portion with the questions for the sisters to start working on it. And then I also need to do content batch for this week because I usually try to do it before, but I haven't done it. So I need to work on that today. And I need to study Juz 9 today. Actually, what I want to do is put myself a time. So Juz 9, I want to give myself 1 hour at least. And then Tadabbur 112, I know I have to just, the result of that will be to release it. So that one is not an hour. It's not a time. It's actually release it. And then the weekly batch, I'm going to give myself 1 hour as well. And this is another tip, is that sometimes when you write down what you want to do, a task, either give yourself a time to do it or what the result will be. So what is the result for you to check it? For me, it would be to release the Tadabbur 112. That means I got it done. To work on the weekly batching for 1 hour. If I just say weekly batch, then it's vague. But if it's for 1 hour that I want to spend on weekly batch, then I know I've done something. So I hope this helps. And I did a video about this beautiful timer. I love it. It helps me stay on track, and it helps me trick my mind. Timers are really good if you want to stay focused. It's a great tool. I want to complete Baqarah in a day. This timer here, so helpful. So it doesn't have many, it just has one. This is why it's so helpful. It doesn't have like 30 minutes, 15, 20. It has 1, 3, 5, and 10. This is why it can trick my mind. Because everybody was like, oh, I have 5 minutes. Oh, I have 1 minute. Oh, I have 3 minutes. And it adds up. It adds up. You know how you say, oh, I'm just going to spend a minute on the social media, and you spend 3 and 5, and then throughout the day it piles up. It adds up, and time wasted, right? So yeah, I'm on the second page of Baqarah. So what I'm going to do is give myself 10 minutes and read some Baqarah for 10 minutes. And then throughout the day, that's why I will say, oh, I have 3 minutes. Let me read Baqarah for 3 minutes, that kind of thing. Another thing that I do, I told one of my clients who was FA, and this is the attachment style that I want to work with the most. And the reason being is that's the attachment style that has the most wounds, core wounds, the most limiting beliefs. And also it's an attachment style that I can relate to because I'm a recovering DA. So FA has a bit of dismissive to them, and they have the anxious as well, right? So I like working with them a lot. And so anyway, and for some reason, I'm attracted to them and they're attracted to me because most of my clients are FAs. So this particular FA sister, she was only, okay, so one characteristics of FA is the all or nothing. They it's hard for them to have a wider perspective. It's usually all or nothing. And so she was like, I love my mushaf, and I like the script is really big and all of that. And so I'm not reading it on the phone because of the script of the font. And I said, well, what if you have the same font? What if you're able to find the same font on your phone? So that way you're more flexible. If you don't have your mushaf with you, you can still be reading. And she was like, okay. So she looked and she found a big font. And then she asked me, well, I read when I was walking, is that okay? Is that okay to read walking? Like the adab, again, it's like going all or nothing. And I was like, yeah, you can remember Allah in many positions, lying down, standing, sitting, right? There's nothing wrong with that. The most important thing is you stay connected. So now she was able to increase her reading of Qur'an, her recitation of Qur'an, because she was able to get out of the all or nothing. Sometimes it's helpful to them to have another eye, another ear to widen their perspective. So inshallah, my whole point here was that I start with my mushaf, yes, but I will also bookmark it in my iPad. And this app of Qur'an, it's sync with all my devices. So even if I'm on my iPad and I go back to the phone, it would usually tell me when was the last page I was on. And so I'm able to keep track that way and be flexible and use different devices and tools to get the Baqarah done. So if you also trying to get the recitation of Baqarah in one day, these are tools that could be helpful, bi'idhnillah. I still have a few pages before I complete the surah, which I would do close to Isha. So if you're able to time your recitation and anchor it to your salah, this is amazing. Now, when you are not praying, however, you have to have another anchoring, because you could maybe use a prayer time to also continue anchoring your reading to salah. So when it's time for salah, even though you're not praying, you could just be doing your reading at that time as well. So that for me, it's been really working well when I'm able to anchor my tilawa to my salah. So that was a tip, inshallah. I don't know what's going on with my Canva, but I'm working on the slides for tomorrow's live, inshallah. I'm gonna mute him for a second. And I'm listening to this really nice lecture on 4 things that will bring peace and tranquility to find your way. And so he's on the second one. The first one is to know Allah, and the names of Allah. It's just amazing. And then the second one that he's on is to run to the prayer. and the third one is about connecting with the Qur'an. So this is really a nice lecture if you want to look it up. But yeah, so I'm working on, I'm having issues with my Canva for some reason. I think it has to do with my connection, but I'm working on the slides for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss intimacy in Islam. It's part of the Blessed Relationship Program, and I'm actually currently accepting applications for the next one, for the next cohort, inshallah, that will start in October, bi'idhnillah. So if you know anyone who is getting married or who is married and wants to basically do it the right way, needs knowledge and, you know, guidance and coaching, definitely forward the information to them, because I'll put the link to apply in the description below. So yesterday, Saturday, we had the live on the intimacy, and this is some of the feedback the sisters are saying about this amazing course, the 6-month coaching course on marriage. And one sister said this course is one of the best investment that she's made so far in life. MashaAllah, this is really beautiful, and I'm really grateful to Allah, because I'm on a mission. I really want, with the divorce rate going up in our ummah, I really want to provide information to my sisters, tools for them to beautify their marriage, for them to be equipped against the shayateen that are going to try to disrupt this couple and this marriage and this blessed relationship. And we go over conflict resolution, communication skills, attachment styles, of course, and also, of course, you know, the roles and rights and obligations of a husband and wife in Islam, intimacy in Islam. And so, yeah, so if you are interested, look at the link below for registration. Assalamu alaikum.